welcome to this week's Rubber Run Sports Show. I'm John Moore, joined as always by Robert Smurfs.
You threw me off a little bit. I wasn't ready to do it.
No?
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
Would you like to reshoot that?
No.
All right.
Not at all.
State quarterfinals.
State quarterfinals. Before we get to that, I would like to say, dude who flipped me the bird yesterday going down Linton Hall Road.
Yes.
Yeah, you should have slowed down when I slowed down.
Like that.
I'm just saying.
Dude, what has happened this week? This is a hurricane without the rain.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Trees uprooted all over the place.
Yeah.
Patriots still without power.
Uh-huh.
Threw my whole plan off yesterday. You know I wanted to go to Patriots.
Right, of course. I was laughing. Someone's shutters were in my front yard, and I realized they were mine.
But you texted me the other day that you found two grill covers in your yard.
I did.
And can't find yours.
That is correct.
All right.
Mine is gone. There's also a trampoline against somebody's house down the street. So the trampolines apparently are
a little bit light.
Oh yeah, when the wind catches those things, they're all over the place.
Watch out, Steve might think it's a flying saucer.
They might. Probably does.
Cameraman Steve.
That's right. Well, he's supposed to be here.
Of course he is. That's why I haven't even said anything to you the last 3 weeks. I just let it go.
Not coming. All right, let's get started with TC versus Marshall girls.
Wow, is this going to be quick?
Yeah.
Marshall's had a great year, and they had a great year.
Right.
Claire Ford is really, really good. They ran into a wall last night.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot you could say. Trinity Palacio is great. I mean, she's great. She's averaged 15 on the year, but that game was not close from the beginning.
Yeah.
It was, I think it finished off, they won by 25.
Right.
It wasn't good either way, but shout out to TC Williams. I mean, they bounced back. They lost a tough game to Woodbridge last week.
Oh, yeah.
Bounced back with a big win, and we'll talk about who they get.
I know.
On Monday in a little bit. Tremendous year. I mean, they're 22-5 on the year.
That's awesome.
They're great.
It's good to see TC doing well. They're always one of those schools that, we get on about not having lights during football season, which is still ridiculous.
Yeah,
you know,
they got lights in the gym,
but they're a storied school in this area. So whenever they're doing well, it's good.
Reggie Floyd's mom.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Huh.
She played at TC.
Very cool. Was it basketball?
Yeah.
Huh. I did not know that.
I should say Reggie and Nicole Floyd's mom.
Yeah. Yeah, don't leave out Nicole.
No. No, especially when we're talking girls basketball.
We got to get Reggie Floyd back on the show.
We do.
Before he gets too...
Yeah, right. I saw Travis Williams from Hayfield last night.
Yeah.
He's got preferred walk-on status at Virginia Tech football.
That's awesome.
Talked to him for a minute last night. Told him, when you get down there, you better tell Reggie to come and hang out with us one time.
He absolutely needs to. It can only do good things for his career. Hanging out with the Rubber Run guys. What could go wrong?
That's a complete lie, but we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
So I was at Robinson High School. Shout out to Robinson. They do a great job over there. Gym is fantastic. Mm-hmm. The four-sided bleachers.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Your seats in there when you're filming the game there are not bad either.
They're not. Right courtside. My son Tyson was with me. He had a ball.
Yeah.
And their concessions.
Great.
I laid off the concession.
No,
Tyson, I have to. So, but everything's cheap. Everything's no more Starburst.
All right.
Dude, so bitter about that.
Oh, yeah. No.
That's like my thing. Yeah. Starburst and Skittles at the games.
I'm a real jerk for even bringing that up.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, everything's $1 there. It's great.
Would have been great about 2 months ago for you.
You know, it's really fun. You're right. You know, it's really fun.
What's that?
Madison student section. Borderline mean.
There's always been a love-hate thing between us and Madison. Mainly because you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, don't lump me in with that. Mainly because of you.
You love them. I hate them.
No,
no. I like
definitely border.
They have like a referee now. Not the kid, and you know who you are who's wearing the referee outfit. I'm talking about one of the administrators who sits there and lets them know what is over the line.
How many times did she say that's over the line?
At least 4 or 5.
I'm sure.
I like when she singles them out and brings them down and makes her sit next to her for a minute.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it's great. He puts them in timeout.
That's hilarious.
But they had some interesting chants going on. They don't hold back.
No. They're witty, too.
I liked it. Yeah. I liked it. Quentin Melora Brown.
QMB.
Yeah.
You should go QMB.
There's so much more talent than the last time I saw him. I saw him at the Marshall game early in the season over the Christmas tournament at Westfield.
He had a tough matchup.
He had a tough matchup. got outplayed that game. Did not get outplayed this game.
No.
He's got blue hair every time he went to the free throw line. Madison student section, chanted Smurf.
Probably not a good idea to do that to
I think he missed like 6 straight free throws at one point. He hit some clutch ones though. This game was defensive battle. It started off like some quick baskets going back and forth. I thought it was going to be like a high-scoring game, and then it was like the scoring just stopped.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was very hard-fought, well-officiated game.
Wow.
Shout out to the Cardinal District officials.
That's right.
My man.
Block cancer.
Yes, very cool.
Let you know.
Told me he liked go-go music. Lost his mind. He probably never heard a go-go song in his life. I'm glad he watches the show.
The best part is when John has something to say, he throws a pen.
I'm so angry.
I'm always waiting for one to fly off.
So the story of the 2 games I watched at Robinson were clutch free throw shooting. So many times, I mean, like all the pressure in the world, down by 1, tied, down by 2, in the last 15, 20 seconds of the game. There were, in the 2 games, and we'll talk about the other one later, there were 4 clutch free throws hit, and it was really cool to watch. You know, the kids got to get up there and focus, knock down the shot, and then they celebrate like the game is over, but it was really fun to watch. But this game, again, it was back and forth, and there was at no point Madison or South County was really in control of the game, and you knew it was going to come down to the wire. I hate overtime. Most people like it. I just don't like it. I like things to be settled at the end, so the whole time I'm like, all right, no overtime. Somebody's got to win this. So it had to get on like an odd number. You know, every time it was 2, somebody would tie it. You know, so there was a missed free throw at one point. Got up on an odd number, but South County goes on to win this game 41-40. Quentin Moore-Brown, I don't know what his stats were in the game. If they had 41 points, he had half of them at least.
I don't doubt that at all.
He had some vicious block shots.
Yeah.
He blocked a big shot at the end of the game. And, man, he's super talented.
He is. I tell you, when they run the offense through him in that high post, it's trouble.
I was watching that. I was like, man, this kid is really – he's got this game all figured out. They run like a really fluid motion offense, and it's geared around him. Yeah. And typically when that happens around a big, it's, you know, low post, flash, you know, and then back to the low post, trying to give him the ball. This was really like, you know, they have him up high, like you said, and the motion starts with him. Is really fun to watch.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Noah Bullock ain't bad either.
No. 41-40 is the final score. Our guy John Finney, he's been so much fun for us to cover the last couple years. But he had a really good game. Hit a big shot at the end. It was a weird ending. They were down by 4 after 2 clutch free throws, 4 seconds left. John Finney comes up, shoots like a 35-foot three-pointer and nails it, and the buzzer goes off. Then the referees huddle up and they say put 0.7 seconds on the clock. And everyone's like, well, where are you getting that from? Yeah. But they did. Yeah. Inbound the ball, foul. Anyway, game ended the way it should have.
That's
South
awesome.
County won.
That's awesome.
Good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Yeah.
And I talked a lot last week about Johnny Hecht.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
He's good.
I told you,
He's
man.
good.
And
since I saw him, I was like, Karate Kid.
That's the guy. But you see, I'm sure that the other fans were taking shots at him. Like that's the guy that everybody likes to hate. Now,
right.
You know, shout out to that guy. He's tremendous.
Very good.
We got a little bit of Loudoun County royalty going on.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Kennedys.
Okay.
Well, we got a version of the Kennedys.
Yeah.
We've got the Middletons.
I like it. Sounds very royal.
It should be.
Yes.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Bella Middleton.
Yeah.
They're going to be joining us in just a minute.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Tuscarora.
Let's watch. Tusky Terror.
Awesome. Kennedy, Bella, how are you all doing today?
Good. How are you?
Sorry about the talk before we got started here.
Okay.
Just a little bit of food talk, but that's all right. So what's going on? You all had a great season. Obviously, only one team wins the last game. But take us through the season. What was it like for you all?
For me, this season was like it was up and down because we had our problems at the beginning, and they were actually really big problems, which caused for us, because our team was young. I've never seen a high school team have 2 freshmen on varsity. So we had a sophomore, a couple of juniors who weren't really ready to be leaders at the beginning of the season, and that's who we should have been working on and cultivating on. But we had problems, which we were just stuck on those until we got rid of the problem, and then we started doing our thing. all together, as a family-wise, I think we were pretty good. We stayed together. We picked each other up. But I think when it comes to like everyone knowing your role and knowing what to do, that's where we would fall short. I think other than that, we did a pretty good job this year.
You could say that. How many? I mean, would you all lose 2 games all year?
3.
3?
I mean, you made it sound like y'all had to win. I was like, what were they, 1-20?
No, you all were great all year. The fact that you all had trouble like that early in the year and none of us were able to see it, that's a testament to how you all handled that throughout the year. What was it like for you?
This is my favorite season personally because I feel like
your second season.
Okay, so it's my favorite. I have 2 choices. I have my 2 choices last season or this season. I choose this season. I think because our team chemistry, but I feel like if we had more, like if our chemistry off the court was the same as on the court, I feel like we would have done a lot better. And if everyone kind of like filled like the role spots that everyone, I feel like they knew but didn't feel it, I think we would have.
Don't let her throw you off. I talk with my hands all the time too. Don't let her throw you off.
Yeah.
So what's next? What are you working on in the off season individually to get better?
Well, right now I have muscle displacement in my hip, so I'm going to physical therapy for that. I'm going to Millersville University this year for next year, school year, to play basketball. So Coach Flake will be sending me. Well, when I sign, they'll send me a plan, a conditioning plan. I just need something to do, get myself in shape. I mean, obviously, I'm going to do that.
Don't spend all summer eating chicken fingers. I can tell you that.
I don't eat.
I spend a lot of summer.
Oh,
thank you. And what about you? What are you doing to get better this summer?
I think I'm going to be training, but I'm playing travel with Loud and Flight. We were Loud and Freedom, but now it's Loud and Flight.
Boom.
This spring I'm doing lacrosse, so my conditioning will probably be better.
Okay.
Lacrosse and basketball.
Lacrosse is fun.
All right.
Yeah, but our lacrosse team.
Okay, but we still have to run.
They don't run. No, you guys do not run much, let me tell you, because Maddie told me. You know what we're doing.
I hope lacrosse coach ain't watching this interview. Y'all gonna be running for your lives.
I don't play lacrosse. That's hurt.
Well, a couple weeks ago we had Zion Collins on the show, and we asked Zion when he could beat his dad in basketball.
I could beat my dad now.
All right.
Yeah.
So what age were you when you could beat your dad? I'm glad he walked out of the room for a minute. So now I can talk about it. He has no idea what's going on.
Well, my dad can't move much. Not
Just chicken fingers. You gotta expand his diet.
So I guess when I maybe 7th grade, because that's when I really knew I could really play.
Yeah.
Maybe 8th grade, because that's when I kind of it's like, oh, I know how to play basketball.
Now wait, have you actually beaten your dad, or are you just assuming that you can beat him?
I know I can beat him now, but probably shooting.
Yeah,
he'll probably beat us shooting. He can shoot.
Really?
He can shoot.
Yeah, he
He's
can
a
shoot.
shooter.
Really? All right.
But until
yeah, you'd be surprised, but
I was surprised. I was like, you jumping?
He could join my over 40 team that doesn't exist.
Just spot him up on the 3-point line. There you go. All right, growing up, this is another thing we talked to Zion about, him and Zach playing back and forth. How are games between the two of you growing up?
I don't know. We didn't really play one-on-one, except we played more
we used to play all the time.
No, we
when we were
didn't.
younger, we used to play all the time. Stop it.
When?
Stop, because that's when we were all cordial at some point, because that's when we were all playing basketball. So, or we would play 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
we
disappeared.
did when Trace used to live with us. Yeah, we played one-on-one often.
How much better did that make you?
I think a lot better, because it used to be the first time it was even I told my coach I didn't want to guard her, and he got mad at me. But now I'm more comfortable, I think, and I feel like I could beat her.
When's the last time you all played? We might have to set that up.
We played. Okay, so in high school, because we can't have no fun. So when Coach Alexis and Coach Nick,
all the Tuscarora coaches are gonna be like, hey, what's going on here?
When Coach
Lacrosse
Alexis
coach
and
players don't run. Basketball don't have no fun.
She's letting it all fly out.
That's good.
When Coach Alexis and Coach Nick are over there talking, after we do 3-minute foul shots, we'll just push each other under the basket and just try and shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's when we do our one-on-one.
Yeah,
All
she
right.
loses.
Because you foul.
Oh, you foul too. You act like you.
They need to show up their own.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Somebody out there.
I'm done.
Yeah, somebody out there got to give them a show. We all thank you so much for coming out and coming on today. we have got to have you all come back on again.
Definitely.
Good
luck in school.
Absolutely. Yeah, Jamal Washington.
Yeah.
Also at Millersville from Potomac.
Awesome.
Jalil's over there too.
All right. You got company.
I'll be on my own.
Thank you all for coming out.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. That was great. Oh my goodness.
That was really. Well, that was entertaining.
Yeah, it was. They're hilarious, man.
They're probably still fighting right now.
They are. Dad was like, this is gonna be like this the whole way home.
That guy get past chicken fingers and tacos.
Hey man, he knows what he likes.
I mean, that's cool. You gotta branch out. There's so much more in the world.
But apparently,
Lebanese food.
Apparently he's a knockdown shooter.
That's what I
he's a
hear.
knockdown shooter.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
I think I'm one too.
And and then my 6-year-old FaceTiming with Kennedy.
That's so great. His reaction. It's priceless. Battlefield played Hayfield.
Yes. A little bit different location than I had hoped. These quarterfinal games were supposed to be at Patriot and Robinson.
Right.
Patriot, right around the corner from my house, still without power. Mm-hmm. Messed my commute all up. I talked to a couple people from Patriot. They looked at me like, yeah, how do you think we feel?
Yeah.
Get out there at Garfield. I don't think I've ever been to Garfield's gym.
I definitely have not been to Garfield's gym.
Just like Woodbridge.
Oh, really?
The school is almost identical to Woodbridge.
Huh.
Same setup, you go up the stairs.
I like Woodbridge gym.
Yeah. Then you'll like Garfield gym. To get out there, and I wonder how the people at Garfield that had to come in and work the game, I wonder when they found out, we're hosting, you have to work.
Might not answer my phone.
Yeah, definitely. Power's out. But no, it was for something that was kind of put together in an afternoon.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
The place was packed. Probably a little bit closer for Hayfield.
Right.
Than would have been to go to Patriot, but Garfield did a great job putting on the game.
Good.
Did a great job. The game started, I talked to Coach Bills a little bit before the game.
Yeah.
Coach Bills and I live pretty close to each other.
Right.
He wasn't thrilled that it got moved either, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And, they missed practice time. Going into the States, it's just the last thing you want to have happen is to miss school or miss time.
Sure.
What are you going to do about wind? Not a whole lot.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. But
who prepares for that?
Not me.
Not me either.
But the game starts off, and Hayfield was on fire. They were on fire early. Our guy, Kennedy.
Game of his life?
Yeah, he was great. He was great. When I saw the last game against South County, he didn't play very much.
Right.
But he had a big role in this game.
Yeah.
He played really well on defense, and that guy is not afraid to stick his face in there.
He shouldn't be.
No, he gets in and he'll go for it. But he had an and one early, made the basket, got fouled, hit the free throw. I was so happy for him to see him going out like that. But Brian Cobbs, I've run out of words for that dude.
He is the man. That's what you should just call him.
And we would say
that video.
The video that made Bleacher Report could be used as an assault exhibit as an assault case for Brian Cobbs.
Funny.
He jumps in the air and people just fall off. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's always so big and so strong looking that he just looks bigger than everybody else on the court.
Absolutely.
Until you see Braden Galt on the court too.
Braden Galt's a big guy.
There was a couple guys from Garfield that looked at me and they were like, yo, what other sports does he play? And I was like, no, he doesn't play any of them. But I'm pretty sure if Braden would have said, I'm going to play football instead of basketball, he'd have been like an all-state linebacker.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. No doubt. As a matter of fact, I think he did play football at one point, and I think he was
focused on basketball.
But I think he was great in the one spot he did.
Right.
Cobbs against Galt is just a great matchup. But there was a dude I saw before the game I don't remember seeing before. Stacey Terry for Battlefield. He's small. He's quick.
They have a small player on Battlefield basketball team.
It's weird, right? Because they're the tallest team ever. But no, that dude, I don't know how. I don't even know what year he is. He's a junior. Good, because I want to see him again next year. I think he's going to be trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stacey Terry, watch out for that dude. Hayfield's up 19-11 in the first, and they started kind of pulling. They were up by double digits, and you thought, all right, this is about to be a blowout.
Right.
Battlefield just keeps chipping away, and Will Bounds is blocking everything. It was a great game.
Yeah.
Just back and forth, but you know, every time Hayfield would kind of pull out, Battlefield would just kind of chip away and come.
Right.
At the beginning of the second half, Battlefield's down, and they I don't know what they saw, but they just started feeding the ball to this dude, Austin Etheridge. I think he had 8 of the next 10 points.
Right.
They just kept giving it to him down low, he's scoring. Giving it to him down low, he's scoring. He was phenomenal in that second half. I don't think it was tied or like really close. It's 57-57. Braden Galt kind of like, he caught fire.
Yeah.
Starts hitting a couple threes. All of a sudden, late in the game, when you need a basket, when you have to have a basket,
right,
there may be nothing more unstoppable in Northern Virginia than Braden Galt in the post with the ball in his hand.
He finishes so well.
When you need, like, you know, the first 3 quarters, he's on the perimeter. He's playing his game on the perimeter. He's, you know, doing the little stuff. But when they put it, when he just said, forget it, I'm going in the post, I'm going to score. You can't do anything with it. He's going to score, he's going to get fouled. Every time you want a basket, give him the ball down low and it's going to happen.
It should be easy coaching.
It's amazing. It's really amazing. He dominated late in that game. Julian Washington had a couple of timely shots that were really good. I almost said Blake. Chase Pagan had a couple of really, like, putbacks and stuff that were really good. I think he finished with 11. Braden finishes with 22. Just at the end of the game, I mean, it's close the whole way. Battlefield just holds on to pull it out at the end. Just a great game. Brian Cobbs, I think he finished with 22. I mean, it was just a great game.
Right.
Battlefield student section, amazing.
They're always amazing.
Amazing. Now, they may have been picking on one dude, and I don't even know why. Like, I don't even know why.
Right.
That's the funny part to me. I don't even know why they chose him. They just kept calling him by name and like talking to him every time he's walking on and off the court. I just don't know why it was him. It was really funny, but it was funny. But then he also thought, nah, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't say that to him if it was outside of the basketball court.
That's good stuff.
No, it was awesome. But, you know, shout out the career, the athletic career in high school of Brian Cobbs comes to an end, and
we'll see him somewhere else.
You're going to see him a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just a fan of his. Kennedy, too.
Absolutely.
Great guys. Shout out to them. They made it further than anybody else thought they were going to.
Absolutely.
So, shout out to them.
Well, I got to Robinson early, and shout out to Wakefield. They crush Harrisonburg Blue Streaks.
That's what they do. Amari Cooper is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Not the Raiders' Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Wakefield's Amari Cooper.
He is. They're a very, very good basketball team. So we'll see how far they go. So a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, I was watching pro wrestling like I do.
Shocking.
Royal Rumble, right? This year they had the first ever female Royal Rumble, right?
Okay.
And it headlined the event. So they did the guys Royal Rumble and then the female Royal Rumble. The female Royal Rumble was awesome.
Okay.
And they did it the right way. I got to the game yesterday and I was like, I feel like the Langley versus Woodbridge girls game should be the headliner here.
Should be.
As good as the Madison game turned out to be, I knew this game was going to be, it was going to be better.
Yeah.
But the atmosphere for it was great. You could tell, like, all the people were, people who stuck around from the Wakefield game, the people that were early for the Madison game, everyone knew these were two good basketball teams about to go at it. You could see it in the pregame. Sometimes you go to games, guys or girls, and you watch the warm-ups, and you're like, this team's probably going to win, And you watch Woodbridge, and they're big. They have great size. They got great length on their basketball team. Their coach, she's really,
great.
She's fantastic. I mean, they have,
Dudley.
It was almost like, you cover a lot of the girls' games, and so many of the names that I hear you mention were like in that game. There's Tamika Dudley, the coach, or Amanda Baker, who we know.
Great.
Paris McBride. Watching her in the warm-ups, I'm like, oh man, she could beat John Becerra in basketball. No problem.
She's Paris the Great.
She is. Then we know Jordan Callahan. And then Raina Azad. We talked to the guys a couple weeks ago
Elite,
about her, and I mean, she is worth the price of admission.
She is.
So this game gets started. Again, my son Tyson's there. He just picks a team, usually based on you know, what color their uniform is wearing, or if somebody looks cool, has a cool haircut, you know. The mascot, the Saxons and the Vikings. He looks at me and goes, "What's the Saxon?" I was like, "I don't really know."
Yeah,
he goes, "Oh, I know what it is. It's the same thing as a Viking, except a Saxon points to the right and a Viking points to the left." I'm like, what?
Better analysis than either one of us.
But their logos are exactly the same, just face the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Who knew? This game was great from the beginning. There may have been an omen. I was laying in bed, and I don't know if anyone wants this visual, but I was laying in bed the morning of the game, and I was watching ESPN, and I texted you this picture of a screenshot of my TV, and I'm watching, they have this Duke, you know, back-to-back documentary, and I see Clay Buckley, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know that guy, and he's the assistant coach that we talked to at length with from Langley. So I was like, this might be, he's so tall. So tall. So then he comes over to me and says hello, like when the game starts, and he probably thought it was so awkward that I had a picture of him already on my phone. I'm like, hey, I was watching you this morning.
That is,
it was a little weird, but he was cool
like
about it.
Coming saying, hey, I like go.
That's right. Exactly. But the game was great. It was back and forth, but Langley had the ball. They had the lead. They were 2 to 6 points up the majority of the game. And Amanda Baker, she always does a great job, and we talk about her a lot, but she did a great job of every time Woodbridge would make their run, tie the game, she would get a timely timeout, reset the group. They don't panic, you know, like they've already been through the wars, you know, like you can tell, you know, Jordan Callahan settles everything. She's a calming force for their team. And they just kept it steady. You can always tell. It looked like Woodbridge, you know, their athleticism was going to kind of take over the game, and Langley would just slow it down. They move the ball. Somebody knocked down a big three-pointer, and they'd be back up by 3, 4. And we talked about clutch foul shooting. Jordan Callahan hits 2 foul shots. I think it was 10 seconds left, something like that. I mean, it was loud in there, you know, and I don't know who the majority of the crowd was cheering for, the people who weren't a part of the schools, you know, but it was loud at both ends. Free throws, it came down to the fact that Langley hit more free throws than Woodbridge did in that basketball game. Yeah. They ended up winning the game 41-40 in advance, but congratulations to Woodbridge. That was a great season for them.
Yeah, it's 2 years in a row that Langley ended their season.
Yeah.
That's tough. Man, last year, the last 2 years, we knew that Langley was loaded. I mean, they had a lot of good players. This might be Amanda Baker's best coaching performance. I mean, it's been tremendous to see.
Raina Zad, fun to watch.
Yeah. From elevated elite to Langley, she ain't got
I know. Send my kids elevated elite.
Basically, right? No, but they're great. I mean, that's the game you want to see on.
Yeah, it was a great game. Yeah. I mean, both the games were 1-point games and in the 40s, but yeah, that game was top billing.
Yeah.
Langley versus Woodbridge. I'd watch that again.
Shout out to Paris McBride. I mean, into that career, she's great.
She's very good.
Yeah, well, there's a reason she's going to Delaware.
Right.
She's going to be.
We'll see her.
She's great.
Yeah. Fun stuff. Monday night.
Yeah.
Got
semifinals.
That Langley versus TC Williams.
It's going to be big.
That's going to be fun to watch right there.
It will be. It's going to be interesting because TC's got it. They got a couple of bigs, and they obviously have
Jordan versus Trinity. That's going to be
awesome. It's awesome.
Good stuff. And then Battlefield.
Hopefully it's at Patriot.
Yeah, hopefully it's at Patriot. Hopefully. That would give them a home court advantage, I feel.
It'll give me a home court advantage. I'll take that. I care much less about them than I do about me. Shocker. Sorry, oops.
True words never spoken.
Absolutely not.
All right, well, for John Becerra, good times.
Yep.
Next week,
Daniel
it'll all be over. I know. The Harris boys.
With a boot.
You guys got to get back here and be interviewed. You got things going on. I'm interested in you. And you're wearing moccasins.
Where else do you go? We'll see you next week. We ended on moccasins. That's it.